So now we are discussing about cluster key. So today we are going to do practically. So first, waste some time using ChatGPT, Grok, Nano Banana, that old school hack. Yes. So we know, right? We have discussed workflow, architecture, micro partitions, and now we are discussing about cluster key. And so we do practically today. Just first about that. So so project workflow. Yesterday, I updated the drive to go with and Snowflake architecture. Then we discuss about so what are the layers in the Snowflake? What are the what are the layers in the Snowflake? Layers. Try to tell something. Architecture of Snowflake.
There are three layers.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Uh, First layer, data storage layer. Second one is computing layer. Third one is the cloud service layer.
Okay. Any others?
When it comes to the data loading, raw layer.
Mm. Okay. Raw layer. Okay. So, what are the layers in the Snowflake? Layers. What are the layers in the Snowflake? How many layers we have? Raw layer,
Three, I think. Yes.
landing, landing zone is S3, CSV, JSON, and Parquet, Avaro, XML, mm, and ORC. So these are five going we the ETL can going to push the data into the S3. Then raw layer. So this is then S3. Then raw layer. It is like uh, in here tables. Here what we have? Raw tables. Raw table means like uh, from we load data SC to Snowflake, right? Those yeah. Raw tables, raw data. Okay. Then raw data. Here we do not change anything. We maintain as it is data. Okay. For data consistency. Okay. So this is very important. So are we going to maintain the data consistency Snowflake in the dev and testing, UAT, pre-prod and production. It means like suppose I am receiving, okay, 10 million records from source, and there are 120 columns. So when I submit to the client, I need to have the 120 columns and the 10 million records. It need to match with the first what we are seeing. It should match with the what we are sharing with the client after business logic apply. That is the data constraints. So this is like who have the experience like more than like 10 years, they're going to ask to the like managers, team leads. Okay. Uh, for those people who are going to get this question, they're going to ask like managers, team leads. They're going to ask to many team leads who having more than 10 years of experience. Okay. Data consistency and in Snowflake, we're going to create a raw layer. Next, what is the next layer? What is the next layer? What is the next layer? Is my voice is audible, right?
Yeah, audible, but everyone forgot, I think.
Uh,
Sorry.
tell me, Raghu, Satya, Sam, what is the next layer? You can unmute Sam.
After this, we'll push into Snowflake and we clean the data there.
Yeah. So next we go with the staging.
Staging, yeah, staging, yeah.
Staging layer. Okay.
Staging, right?
Staging. Spelling mistake. So
Yeah.
like total how many layers in the snowflake, and in each layer what we do. Okay. That we need to know. So we are like staging layer. So what we do here?
We'll clean the data
Yeah.
and we create the dimension tables and fact tables.
Hmm. Here we don't create dimension tables. Okay. First we have source layer. This is the first one, and second one is okay. So this is source layer means like data comes from source systems like Oracle, SQL Server, SAP, Salesforce, APIs, CSV, JSON, XML, etc. files. And here no transfer happens here. Data is extracted from the source. And next layer is the so sorry. We'll take this first one. Okay. This is okay. Data comes from source systems. Source. మీ సిస్టర్ జాయిన్ అయిందా అండి? హలో బ్రదర్ సత్య, బ్రదర్ సత్య.
టుమారో కాల్ చేస్తాం అనుకుంటాను మీకు.
ఆహా, జాయిన్ అవ్వలేదా? ఓకే, జాయిన్ అవ్వమని చెప్పండి, షేర్ చేయండి లింక్.
యా, చెప్తానండి. ఓకే.
Share it. So data comes from different source systems. Okay. So like Oracle SQL Server, and SAP, Salesforce, APIs, CSV, JSON, XML, etc. Other and here no transformations. Only one language. No transformations. No transformations, and data is extracted. What is the meaning of extracted?
We're taking data from the
Yeah,
using SQL commands.
using
SQL commands from the source.
yeah. We have data in the Oracle, and we are using the ADF, and we are loading into the S3 bucket or blob or GCs, and we are using Informatica, and we are loading into the S3 or blob and GCP. Okay, So that is when while loading the what we do that process, we need to call the data is extracted from the source. Okay? So remember, and this is landing or we can call, okay, raw layer. Raw layer, it's like we are following the Mendelian architecture, branch. Okay, so this is raw. Actually, we have source layer, then landing layer, that is like you can call landing zone S3, then raw layer, then staging, then curator. So these are main layers, and in between we could have some other layers like data mart, presentation, transformation layers, okay, these things, and the presentation layer, those things, okay, and final layer, reporting layer. These things we're going to have. So this is a layer is like from source to S3. Source layer means like for all source systems. Okay, and this is landing layer, and you can call like landing zone. Okay, what is the landing zone? Data is stored in the data lake. So what are the examples for the uh, source or text theoretical class today only? Please, as you started late, I will be taking off from meeting soon. So what happened? Just I only started 15 minutes right, Sam. Not half an hour even. Sam, it's only 15 minutes, right? You have 1 hour, right? Yeah, 7:16. 15 minutes late due to it's like restarted the Zoom. So you can take 7 to 8. We're going to take 40 minutes, right? Nonsense. Okay. So landing layer, so landing zone and data stored in S3. Okay, and Azure Blob Storage or Google Cloud Storage. Okay, files are kept exactly as this is from the source. Okay, so this is landing layer. So remember all these layers. Okay, so do not miss anything. Okay, so then sorry. Next we move to, okay, okay, let me. So this is raw layer. Next third one is raw layer. So raw layer we have in the Snowflake. So this is maybe Azure Blob, okay, and storage. Then we have GCP. So GCP is you can say like Google Cloud Storage. Okay, Raleigh. Okay. Snowflake. Okay. Here data is loaded into Snowflake without any transformations used for audit, backup, and reprocessing. Here, so here data is loaded into Snowflake without any like transformations. We don't do transformations here, and this used for audit and backup. How you going backup using zero copy cloning and reprocess this one. And then fourth one is staging layer. Here we need to call this is we are following the Mendelian architecture like bronze, bronze layer, bronze layer. So Sam Satyam, bronze layer. So we write what are the others? Anybody can tell about Mendelian architecture? Anybody? Mendelian architecture. What do you have? But in architecture. So okay,
Can you
broad
repeat the question? Can you repeat the question?
Mediterranean architecture. Explain. So see, bronze, silver, gold. Okay, like raw layer, staging layer, curated layer. That's okay. So here we do no transformations, use for all to backup and reprocessing. Then go to staging layer. So this is staging layer we need to call silver. Okay, silver. Here what is the what we do? What we do here? So here we do validate. So what is the meaning of validated? Anybody? Validated and cleaned and standardized, okay? And deduplicated. Deduplicated. Okay? And okay? Data quality checks. Okay? This one. Okay? Silver. So next one is okay, a translation. Translation layer. Okay? Here what we do? What we do in the translation layer? Business rules. Okay, we start Monday practically. Okay, today and tomorrow we going with complete snow sequel. Try to available. I'm going to take long session tomorrow with the practically. Okay, business business or like rules. Suppose need to find total deposits amount, total credits, total withdrawal, total current balance, and branch wise. Okay, each customer wise, total entire the India, total entire the world, like this. Okay, business rules or regarding product or health, power, and retail and any business products. Right. And one question: what are the layers in the snowflake? Anybody? How many layers in the snowflake?
Three layers: raw, compute, and
Sorry. What are the editions in the snowflake? Editions. Sorry. Standard edition, enterprise edition, business critical edition, and fourth one VPS, virtual private snowflake. $1, $2, $3. Fourth one we need to discuss in the snowflake team. That will be take $5, $7. As per the what they need, like dependent data and what is the security they need, like enhanced security, those things. Okay. So here business rules are applied. Then torture layer, and here we're going to do giants. Okay, aggregations. What are the aggregations? Meaning, what are the aggregations? Meaning,
some those, right?
yeah, yeah, yes, correct.
Some min max.
Yes, yes. So calculation, SCD, logic, and SCD logic, and we like um, other transformations. Okay, are implemented. These things nobody teach in the training. You can check. Only few people are going to tell few trainers. Like, okay, so I'm taking the time. So nobody teach all these things, okay? To learn yourself. Just they will teach what is what thing. But in here I'm giving spoon feed. Okay. So DBT. So see, Jane's aggregations like sum, average, okay, min, maximum, and calculations like total sales, okay, total number of visits to the doctor, and SCD logic for slowly changing dimensions, okay, and for incremental data and other transformations, any like, okay, total incidence details like that, and bank, okay, completely bank plus details like, okay, the transactions are implemented often using DBT. Okay, we're going to use the DBT. Okay, in DBT also we have three layers. So what are the layers in the DBT? Anybody can please discuss. Okay, if you talk, you can learn more, and I can give more. If you are listening like class, not good to you and me. In DBT we have three layers: staging. Here we have models, and we're going to do the test, and then unique normal accidental test, and intermediate, okay, layer staging, the intermediate layer, and mat layer. In mat layer, we're going to have the fact and dimension things in DBT. So next one is the like curated layer. This is we need to call gold. So we are using the Mendeley. If they ask in the interview what is the architecture you are using, project architecture means you need to go with the Mendeley architecture, bronze, silver, gold. Bronze as same data, just is that we need to maintain silver transformations, validate, cleaning, deduplication, and and then gold having like fact and dimensions are ready to first to share the reporting team. Okay, curated. So this is business, okay, and ready data is prepared, okay, and fact and dimensions, okay, tables. So modern data vault 2 is Kimball dimension, okay. Kimball is the person name. He is the father of the modern data vault 2. Modern he is the father of the modern data vault, like dimension models is the father of the dimension models, okay, and dimensions tables are created. And then that's it, okay. Then seventh one is like data mart layer. Here see, data mart means, so we have warehouse, we have warehouse. Snowflake is the warehouse. We have the warehouse, data lake, data mart. So warehouse is example Snowflake, Redshift, BigQuery, Google, BigQuery, and the data lake is example S3, ADO blobs, blob, and then GCP. And data mart is like, see, department wise, okay, department like specific data sets. They ask about what is a like data mart, okay, specific data sets or created like for, okay, for like sales data set and finance data set and HR and healthcare and some like etc. Okay. So this is, okay, department specific data sets are created like sales, finance, HR, and healthcare. This is the data mart. This is the subset of Snowflake warehouse. Okay, subset of warehouse. Data mart is a subset of warehouse. Subset of warehouse. Then final one is presentation layer. Okay, how many is presentation layer, or we can say uh, presentation layer. Okay, gold. Okay, data mart layer. Then okay, presentation layer. So this is reporting layer. Data is consumed by Power BI, and Tableau, Excel, and Looker, and so etc. Other reporting tools, etc. means in other reporting tools. So, and what they do here, dashboards, okay, and reports, and KPIs uh, generated. So they're going to generate KPIs. This is dashboards, reports, and KPIs are generated. And what is end-to-end flow? Source layer, landing layer, S3 blob, GCS, raw layer, okay. Source layer, Oracle, landing layer, S3 blob, GCS, raw layer, Snowflake, staging layer, Snowflake, transfer layer, Snowflake, curator layer, Snowflake, data mart layer, Snowflake, presentation report layer, Snowflake. So this is completely okay. So see, text message you can see, okay, based in the chart. Okay, these are the complete layers. Okay, and uh, so what we do on each environment, how we need to move code, or we move only code, or we move data also, or this thing we're going to see. So what we move the layers. So dev environment. So what is the dev environment? What we do? We work here. So just I will explain. They were like developers write SQL and DBT code, create and test tables, okay? And we use procedures and models. And here we use only sample development data only. We don't use real data. Okay, this is development. And come to QA. And so what we do here, QA test. So here, deploy the code from dev to test. Perform functional testing, integration testing, and UAT. Okay, and validate data quality and business logic. Okay, this one here. Then UAT, environment, if available only. Okay, if available, they are using UAT. So not in every project they don't use. So depend on the data and team. Okay, how the architect and the admin okay, those going to set like, okay, depending on the data, architect and admin, so others who are in the team. Okay, here business users validate the reports and data, confirm the requirements are met before production. Okay, this thing. And next one, prod environment. Prod environment, here what we do, deploy only the approved code, process real production data, business users access reports and dashboards. This is pre-production. And how code is moved. Okay, code is going to store in the git and github. After review, it is going to deploy using CI/CD pipelines that we will create in the, that we will do with the DBT. And after we use GitHub Action, Azure DevOps, Jenkins, other, and we're going to do move to QA and Pro. QA first, then after we're going to move to first QA and Pro. QA and then Pro. So do we move data? So this question. So do we move data? So normally, no. We move only code like SQL scripts, DBT models, procedures, tasks, views. So each environment loads its own data from the source systems or storage, such as S3, Azure, blah. This it means we have dev test, we have dev environment, QA test environment, UAT environment, and production environment. So directly we don't move the data. Suppose you are working the dev, you are loading from S3. For QA, you are going to load from S3. UAT, you're going to load from S3. Production, you're going to load from S3. So we don't move data in between the environments. You only move the code. Okay, so each node loads its own data from the source systems or storage, such as S3, Azure, and GCS. Only in special cases like such as testing or data migration. Okay, testing or data migration or might a subset of data be copied between the environments only in some special places. Okay, and are you going to answer the interview? Okay. Sometimes you're going to have you have four right here. Sometimes you're going to have the pre-prod also. Okay, pre-prod, pre-production environment also. And how you going to answer? We promote only the code from dev to QA, QA to UAT, and pre-prod, pre-prod to prod. So using Git and CI/CD. So each environment loads its own data from the source. So
మధు
production
గారు,
data is, yeah.
సారీ ఫర్ డిస్టర్బ్ అండి. అంటే ఏదో అర్థం ఉన్నట్టు ఉంటుంది కానీ బట్ ప్రాక్టికల్‌గా వెళ్తే క్లియర్‌గా అర్థమవుద్దేమో. ఐ థింక్ సో.
Yes,
బట్
yes, yeah,
నాకది
yeah.
కొత్తగా ఉంది. ఐయామ్ కంప్లీట్లీ
Uh,
న్యూ.
Okay, we'll explain 2 minutes.
ఓకే.
So usually we promote only the code from the dev, QA, UAT, pre-prod and prod. Using Git and CI/CD, each environment load its own data from source. So production data is generally not moved between environments. So what is happening here? So we'll explain Andy. So we are loading data from S3 to Snowflake. Okay. After loading data in dev environment, we are the developers, data engineers. We going to write the SQL queries like find a duplicate, remove duplicate values, and writing the business logic, find the total sales, okay, count of products, okay, and profit losses. We write every query SQL like select star from table name. Okay, we write the queries. Okay, so these
యెస్.
queries we need to move to another environment to test environment. Okay, so
ఓహ్!
after,
ఓకే.
yeah, test environment. So they going to verify with their business logic. With the first in development, we going to check with the sample data. So test environment, they going to check with their data. They going to have some data clients. They going to check with the in test environment. So after testing is okay, then we need to move to UAT. But if testing is not good, not it failed, again they move, they inform to the dev environment developers. Again we need to modify the code like that. Okay, if it is okay, uh, again we check and we again we rewrite the codes and again we move the code to test. Okay, so after moving code to test, if okay, then they going to move the code to environment UAT. Okay, so they're going to check with the real data, then if it's okay, then they move the prod environment. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are moving the only code means SQL queries, dev to test, test to UAT production means dev to test. If it is okay with the test, okay, they're going to verify with the business logic, then they move to UAT. If it's okay, then they move to prod like that. Okay, it means what I'm saying, just we move the SQL queries in between the environments. We are not moving the data. So we move data only some special cases only with the data migration. Okay, and so are you going to get the data in dev environment? So we are not going to get same data in each environment. Okay, every environment there is different data. So dev we load sample data S3 and test some looks like real time data, and UAT real time data, production completely real time like that. Okay, so we load from uh, data from each environment from the S3, and we are not moving the data, we are moving the code. So clear అండి, అర్థమైందా?
ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందండి. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందండి.
అదే సో
యాహ్!
మనకు సీక్వెల్ కోడ్ రాస్తాము, అవి మనం మూవ్
హ్మ్.
చేస్తాం ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్స్ మధ్యలో, డేటాని
అండర్‌స్టాండ్.
మాత్రం
అండర్‌స్టాండ్.
మూవ్ చేయము. ఇది do not this is very important question and so everyone, so everyone is going to think like we going to move the data. So everyone think when we are in the development, this is the original data. No, that is only sample data. They don't give the original data, only sample data. Okay, in S3 they're going to create 4 folders. In folder 1 sample data for development, in folder 2 for the testing data and UAT, and third environment for some other data, product environment, like fourth one is the original real-time data like that. We're going to see the in production live data. So and code, we move code using GitHub and CI/CD pipeline, and we do not move the data. So data is loading, going to load from cloud storages. This is okay about layers and environments. And one more thing, okay, so I have shared that think like self-introduction. Okay, so go with it. Everyone, even you are new to training, just try yourself. I have given in English, okay, Hindi, okay, Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Sanskrit, and Telugu. So go with it. Record yourself. So if anything need, I'm going to listen. Everyone record. I will take the time. I will listen. If anything you need to change, okay, I will tell you how to modify that. Okay, please must okay send to okay and
What is the record, sir?
yesterday I shared one script, right? Self introduction.
Oh, sometime. Okay, sure, sure.
So just record with the mobile and send in the group. If you send in the group, others going to listen and they're going to catch them some points from every person. Okay, and some I'm ending the class. Take the lunch. Okay, we meet. We going to meet. Okay, try to attend Satya and Sam. Try to attend if possible. You can attend 8 p.m. class. Okay, even I'm going to tell in this one. Try to attend and send this one and take lunch, Sam. Okay, tomorrow we're going to have big session regarding SQL. Thank you. We will end because Sam is busy with the work and he's middle of something, having lunch, I think so. And we will continue tomorrow and we do Monday practically. Okay. Thank you. Anything? Please ping me in the
మధు గారు, మీరు రికార్డ్స్ పెడతానన్నారు కదా, నాకే
పెట్టాను.
మీరు పెట్టారు కానీ నాకు అవి క్లియర్గా ఇది అవ్వట్లేదండి. చూస్తాను ఈరోజు. ఏదైనా క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటే మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా పింక్ చేస్తానండి.
సో నేను కాల్ చేస్తాను.
ఓకే,
సో టేక్ కేర్. Done. So this is like SQL preparation. T. Practice daily. This is valid. Practice daily. So topics. What are the topics in the practice? T. Joins. Group by. Window functions. Then CT. Recursive CT. Ranking. Lead. Lag. Merge. Delete. Update. Okay. Case. Exists. Okay. Not exists.
Sir, also please share SQL script or any data related to SQL that we can practice.
Shama's right. You are talking. Shama's right.
Anant, sir, Anant.
I shared in the group, right? Okay. We'll share again. I shared with you also, I think so. Okay, we'll share
Okay,
again.
sir.
We'll share again.
Okay, sir.
And
Thank you, sir.
tomorrow I'm taking entire class on advanced SQL. Okay. Try to be attend. So not exists. And then subqueries. Okay, important. And performance optimization. Then indexes. These indexes supports in Snowflake. These
No,
indexes.
Madhu. No,
No.
it's about a micro partition. In traditional database follows the index method.
Yeah. Execution plan. So yes, I think yesterday we discussed about it. That day before yesterday, execution plan, how the query runs. Okay, this is important. Okay. Step 11. Okay. Snowflake preparation. Okay. Here study. Okay, about okay, study about okay, architecture. So what is the study? Architecture. Okay. Warehouse. Where we have vertical scaling, horizontal scaling, scale up, scale out, scale out. These six. Scale up, scale down, scale out, scale in. Stages. We have internal and external. What is stage?
It's stage. It's kind of a landing area,
Yeah.
data to be arrived in the particular area, so that we
Mm,
can reuse into our tables.
yeah.
Let's say we have create external stage. So in that time, we use a stage to load in our tables.
Yeah. So I will give one example. So my brother Satya living in the Ohio, USA. I'm in the Hyderabad. I need one Apple laptop. Okay. So new one. So he can't move to here, and I don't have visa. I don't go to Ohio. So what he do? He goes to parcel that one. Okay. He going to parcel that one. In you go to airport. You will hand over to them the airport, and he'll give them my address. And when they come, I go to here. They come to me here from airport to here. The delivery boy he delivers to me here. So Ohio airport, and then plane route, aeroplane, Hyderabad airport, then delivery boy, week, week. So my location in the Hyderabad. Here, here. Okay. So what is happening? It's like okay. So here the laptop, Apple laptop, and aeroplane. Then me, Apple laptop is like CSV file, aeroplane like stage, me like target table, target table. So this picture is clear, right? Okay. So CSV files we are pushing into stage, then stage two we are loading using copy we are loading data into the copy. Okay. So Apple laptop is like CS files. We are parceling from Ohio to Hyderabad in aeroplane, and so after delivery boy going to after reaching Hyderabad airport, the delivery going to reach me to my location. We going to and it like CS files we pushing stage, then we move using copy command the data into the that CS file data is like table. Yes, we are creating target table in the Snowflake. So we copy the data into target table. Okay, file CS file pushing into stage using copy command. We are loading data into target table. So this is the stage. Stage is going to hold the data temporarily. This is from on premises, and as well as we have S3 to stage to target table using copy command. This is the stage. Internal stages are three stages. User stage, table stage, named external stages, and external stages are S3, blob, GCP. These are external stages. So this one, okay. Study architecture, warehouse, vertical, horizontal, scale up, scale down, scale out, scale in. Okay. Then stages. Okay. Then stages. Okay. Then file formats. Then again Snowflake. Then again streams. Then task. So dynamic tables, time travel, fail-safe, zero-copy cloning, caching, micropartition clustering, RBAC, masking policies, query profile, cost optimization. Okay. Then there is like step 12. So if you know like Informatica preparation, like how you receive not compulsory. So there we have in like transformation lookup, JNS, sorter, aggregator, router, expression, updates as the sequence generator, workflow session, workplate, parameter, file, push down optimization, partitioning, workflow recovery. And Modern data vault, hub, link, satellite, business vault, raw vault, informate vault, hash keys, hash difference, points in time, bridge tables, incremental loading, automation, later data, historical tracking, and scenario questions. Okay, or workflow, your workflow whenever uh, your workflow failed. Okay, in working your workflow failed. So answer first I check session logs, then mapping logs. Okay, availabilities like that, and production support and HR questions. Why should we hire you? Why leaving current company? Don't immediately mention numbers. Okay, they ask your salary. Common mistakes: taking too much. Okay, do not argue with them. Okay, so daily preparation plan. Okay, and so I will share this file. Okay, go with it. Okay, so this is okay. As of now, anybody having doubts regarding this session? Anybody?
No, sir.
Madhu,
Yeah.
in terms of project, how we can able to put that existing we have some worked on projects, but not relevant to data engineering. So we need to keep in our resume or not?
Yeah, we're going to work on bank domain. So we're going to be bank domain.
Uh,
Yes, a live project. I will get it live project matter from clients. Okay, we'll go with it only. We'll go with, keep that on. What we work, we'll keep that only. Okay.
yeah, sure, Madhu, sure.
Yeah. Anybody? So new guys. So complete with everything like payments and get in touch. I will add in group and I will share the drive links and you can attend live classes. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Good night. Happy Friday. So tomorrow sequel.